Hey polish fans, it's Caroline again and welcome to another video here at Alchemy Locker. In today's video we are taking a peek at my wish list for polish pickup for September 2024. The theme is Vintage Halloween. Now I know I haven't done a wish list video in a while, but I thought that this month would be fun to hop on since I do have quite a number on my wish list. And you guys, there are a ton of magnetics. But yeah, let's go ahead and take a peek at my wish list. So if you're new to Polish Pickup is a monthly collaboration between a number of makers. This month we have 80 polishes. That's not including any of the other options available in the shop. You have magnets. You in fact have this really interesting velvet effect magnet available for the first time this month. So it's sort of Vanessa Molina's version of a horseshoe magnet. And there's a lot of other things available. There are miscellaneous gifts, little crocheted pieces, jewelry, etc., etc. There's even merchandise from Polish Pickup. So there's lots to see, but I only have nail polish on my wish list this month. The first one, starting seemingly in reverse alphabetical order, is Wildflower Lacquer, and this is one of the magnetics. This one is called I Know What You Did. It will sell for $13.75, come in a 15 ml bottle, and it is inspired by The Burbs, which I believe is a movie. This one is described as a dark orange base with blue shimmer and a subtle magnetic shift that shifts from aqua to purple to pink. So this one I thought was very interesting. I would never have said this has a dark orange base, but that intrigues me. What I liked about this one is obviously what I'm seeing, hopefully on your screen you're seeing it too, is a beautiful purple. Like I'm seeing that blue and that purple a lot. And I love the magnetic effect. It seems to pull out some of that green, and this is going to be a shifter as well. I love the hot pink that you're seeing in this image. Very, very pretty, and Wildflower Lacquer is one of my favorite brands. I know I have quite the lengthy list of favorite brands, but yeah, this is one that definitely caught my attention quite early on, probably even in the spoiler pictures, but here you can see maybe that orange base there at the very edges. But yeah, that first one was Wildflower Lacquer. I Know What You Did, and that was one of our magnetics. Next up is one of the non-magnetic polishes on my wish list. This one comes from Penelope Loose, and it is called Poison Cake. It will sell for $13, come in a 10 ml bottle. I believe that's what it says on their bottle. It does have a cap of 700 for this one, and it was inspired by a gothic vintage cake. This one is described as a multi-chrome that goes from purple to blue to pink and copper. So the purple on this is really electrically bright. It is beautiful. So this one wasn't initially on my wish list, but I did end up adding it after seeing the Polished Mage swatch it on her channel. It strikes me as a very beautiful purple multi-chrome polish, and of course since purple is my favorite color, this definitely caught my eye after seeing how gorgeous it was in those swatches. Now I would imagine for this one it's probably not one of those multi-chromes that on the face of it has that like rainbow on the nail, but I love the intense purple, and then of course at certain angles you're going to see the blue, pink, and copper pop up. So very excited to see this one in person. That was Penelope Loose, Poison Cake. Next up, we're going back to a magnetic. This one is from Phoenix, and it is called Mistress. It will sell for $13. Come in, let's see, I think this is also a 10 ml, if I'm remembering. Nope, this one's an 11 ml, so there is a couple of discrepancies here on the website, but this one does have a cap of 600 available, and this one was inspired by the stunning Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, and the polish is described as a black to red magnetic nail polish that shifts through steel and copper tones and adorned with blue iridescent microflakes. So this is another one that really caught my attention. I love that black to red multichrome that you're seeing that's catching in the magnetic pull as that orange to bright pink. That is absolutely stunning, and as many magnetics as I have, and even as many black to red multichrome variants that I have, I don't think I have one that is a magnetic yet, and this one really looks beautiful. I also love those blue iridescent microflakes, really add a nice touch to this, so this is another that I'm very excited about and another magnetic to add to my collection. But yeah, the swatches of this look absolutely jaw-dropping. It also seems like this would be perfect to try in the velvet effect. That's what's on the pointer and I believe the pinky. So yeah, Very, very pretty polish. Cannot wait to see that one either. That one was Phoenix's Mistress. Next up is another of the not magnetic polishes. This one is by Monarch Lacquer and it is called Psycho. It will sell for $13, come in a 15 ml bottle, and the cap on this one is $700. This one is inspired by Alfred Hitchcock's movie Psycho and is described as a blood red that shifts to black with red foil mini flakes. Now, red, as you may or may not know, is one of those colors that has definitely grown on me over the last year or so. I was definitely into the darker shades, like in this image here, like this really rich dark blood red, but these brighter tones have definitely started to grow on me. So this one definitely caught my eye with as glowy as it is, and then those flakes. This one does have that black shift in it as well, and I just can't wait to see this one either. This looks like it is going to be spectacular on the nails, very glowy, a very vampy shade. So yeah, really excited about that one as well. And here it is matte. So that one was Monarch Lacquer's Psycho. Next up is another non-magnetic. So I actually have more of those than I thought, but I do have a lot of magnetics. But this is, I think, the last non-magnetic polish on my wish list. This is from Kathleen & Co. and it is called Pumpkin Vibes. It will sell for $13.50, come in a 15 ml bottle, and 750 of them are available. This one is inspired by a picture of vintage pumpkins and is described as a large particle multichrome shimmer that shifts rosy copper to orange, gold, and green, and even aqua at extreme angles. So this is another one that really caught my attention because of all of the different colors that are in this. In this image here, especially in the bottle, you can see that electric gold on the front, which you guys know is not my favorite, but I love that it is so close to an orange in this one. The gold isn't like the main color, and then behind the bronzy orange you can see green, which you can see quite well there on the nails, and then past that blue and even purple. So wow, all the colors. This one looks absolutely gorgeous, very eye-catching on the nails. So this is another one that I'm really excited to see in person. I think it's perfect for the fall season, and yeah, just can't wait to see that one either. So that one was the last non-magnetic one on my wish list. That was Kathleen & Co.'s Pumpkin Vibes. Next up is another magnetic. This one is from Emily Damali and it is called Haunted Vibes. It will sell for $13, come in a 12 ml bottle. This one is capped at 640 bottles and is inspired by House on Haunted Hill. It is described as a black base with a green to blue shifting large particle shimmer and an orange to gold magnetic effect. You guys, look at this in velvet. Holy moly! That is got to be that orange to gold magnetic effect, but you guys, that is blazingly red in that image. I think that is absolutely stunning. This is another one that really caught my attention with the contrast between that black base and that orange to gold magnetic effect. This is beautiful and so unique to my collection. I gotta get this one. Also, Emily Damali is another one of my favorite brands, so I'm really excited about this one as well. Again, a perfect one for the fall season. This is gonna look good no matter how you wear it. I love it, again, magnetized with that velvet effect, which I do have a magnet coming that was 3D printed by a company, and I am still waiting to see that ship, but hopefully it comes soon because I'm really excited to try my new magnetics with it. But yeah, this one is another stunning one. I cannot wait to see this one. So that is Emily Damali's Haunted Vibes. And then last but certainly not least, another magnetic. This one is from Cleona Cosmetics and this is Handbook for the Recently Deceased. It will sell for $13.50, come in an 11.5 ml bottle, and it is inspired by the film poster for the original Beetlejuice movie. It is described as a grape purple base with teal indigo shimmer, pink, orange, yellow, shifting iridescent flakes, and a magnetic pole reminiscent of is that still Beetlejuice or is that Beetle Guys? Grungy lime green hair. So yeah, this is another brand that I really try to follow to see what they're coming out with. I, in fact, did make a rather large purchase of nail polish from them when they were having a sale recently, and I'm excited to see that as well. But you guys, look at this magnetic polish. Holy moly! Another stunner of a polish. This is another that I am super, super excited to see in real life. Love all the different colors that you're seeing, those flakes, the magnetic pole. It looks absolutely glorious, so cannot wait to see this one as well. Very excited for that last polish. This is a must grab for this month. So that one was Cleona Cosmetics Handbook for the Recently Deceased. So there we have it. That was what was on my wish list. Like I said, there was quite a number of magnetics there. I think I only had 3 that were not magnetics and then 4 that were. But yeah, let me know what was on your wish list or what else was catching your eye. I did have a few more that were sort of on the edges of my wish list that I did whittle down. I think there was a thermal from Chameleon that I figured I probably wouldn't get around to wearing this year, and I've been trying to not get too many more thermals because I still need to wear mine before they all die or already have died. And I want to say that there was a shimmer from Alchemy that I had on my wish list initially, and in fact, let's go ahead and just peek at that because it might end up on my wish list again. But I did end up cutting it for the time being. But this one was Alchemy Locker's Monster Mash. It's described as a plum jelly base with green to turquoise to cyan to blue shifting shimmer. And I just figured that I possibly had something that was kind of similar. Since I'm such a purple fan, I probably have something close to this in my collection. Not that I have a dupe in mind, but just it was one of those things where I'm like, I've got to have something close. So that was the other one that I did sort of have on the outskirts of my wish list. But yeah, let me know what you guys had on your wish list. How many magnetics did you have out of curiosity? As always, thanks so much for hanging out with me. Hopefully you had a good time. If you're new, do think about hitting that little subscribe button down below. That way you don't miss out on any of my new videos, and I will see you in that next one.